first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. And back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. They find some open field here. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. to Robinson now on first down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Off play action, Fields. Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Shaheen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they're going to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 7. Burrow looking to pass. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Here we go. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
From the 45 on second down, Burrow. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
And they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
For the Lions. First and 10 at the 35.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And situation here for second down.
11.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
On second and 12, Burrow. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3rd and 2, Fields. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Christian Watson. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to let it go again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
At the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carter straight ahead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Cut that one from you there, Fletcher. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. He's got the first down and more than that. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. That's taken in by Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 2nd and inches, Fields rolling to his right. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's long. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now it's Burrow. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Burrow. And the catch made by Johnson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Christian Watson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Commanders 24, Lions 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Third and 2, now Burrow. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Rondale Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Lions 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Commanders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this